Good morning, everyone. In the last class, we were doing this chapter programming with Python, and we have already completed this chapter till comments in Python. And today we have to start from Python input. What is the use of Python input function? Input function is used to take the values from the user. Earlier, what we were doing, we were assuming the values by ourselves and then using it according to our convenience. But now this time we have to take the values from the user also, right? So let's say if I'll ask a user, what is your name? And then he will reply, then I can also comment, hi, whatever the name is, hi Sahil or hi Rohit, how are you? So I can pass some messages like this using an input function. Let's try. I'm opening ideally shell. Okay, take a new file. So let's say first, because the value which user will enter, I have to store it in a variable. So I'm taking a variable. First, I'm taking the name of the user. So I'm taking a variable as name only. Name equals to input. Within bracket, you will write enter your name. Enter your name. Double quotes close, bracket close. Now, next statement will be we have already stored the value which is entered by user in name. We can print a message for the user, print hi, hi. Then I wanted to print the name of the user, so name variable will come hi name, comma, how are you? Double quotes close, bracket close, enter. Now let's check. Save this file first. I'm saving this file with the name input function. Yes, replace it. Now let's check. Enter your name. I'm going to enter my name here. Hi Dikshita, how are you? So let's say I wanted to add something else in this program. I wanted to add uh, next variable is where do you live or where do you reside. So I am taking one more variable as add, that's for address. Input where you where do you reside. Question mark. Print so I wanted to display like let's say the person is entering India or something else, then you can print uh, okay, so you belongs to this country, right? Or you can ask a question where instead of this you are you are from which country, right? So here we can write okay within double quotes, okay, so you belongs to Then I wanted to write the name of the country which the user has entered. So let's say because the country name is stored in ADD. So I will write here ADD, and let's save this program and check it. Enter your name, Dikshita. Hi Dikshita, how are you? You are from which country? So let's say I will write India. Okay, so you belongs to India. Clear? You can print anything which you have, any value which you have taken from the user. You can use those values and you can print those values in your messages. Right? This is the use of input function. Next is we can also perform some calculations using this input function. For example, in the same question, I'm taking some values. Let's say x equals to, here I'm writing input, enter number, enter first number. Enter first number, and that is stored in x. Again, I will ask one more question. Y equals to input, enter second number. Now I will print the sum of these two numbers. So I can write a message, print sum of numbers entered by you is a plus b. Sorry, x plus y. X plus y. Save it. Check it now. Enter your name, Dikshita. Hi Dikshita, how are you? You are from which country? India, India. Okay, so you belongs to India. Enter first number. Let's say I am entering 56. Second number 67. Sum of numbers entered by you is 56657. Okay, why it is written 5667? Because it has just joined these two strings. The numbers which are entered by you, it is taking those numbers as a string, not as a number. इंटीजर की तरह नहीं ले रहा है उसको. वो कैसे ले रहा है? Assuming these values as a string value. तो उसको वो क्या कर रहा है? सिर्फ ज्वाइन कर रहा है. 5 6 और 6 7 को एक साथ लिख लिया. But अभी we can also take these values as int. For this, we will write int here. Let's check now. Save, check. Now the sum is 123 instead of 5667. Why? Because earlier it was not getting converted into numbers or an integer value. But now in the coding part, we have used int as a uh, because we are converting, it means the numbers which is entered by user, we are going to convert it into a integer type, and then after converting it into integer, then it will get stored in X, right? And then only it will get stored in Y. Now X is and Y, earlier they were holding a string value, but now they are not holding any string value, they are holding integer values. So it will, the calculation will be correct here now, because we are doing X plus Y, so calculations will be correct because now these are the integers. Earlier it was treated as a string value, right? So this is how we can use the input function. Next function which we have to use is eval function, which will work only in Python shell. For example, I wanted to calculate, and the eval function is basically used to do the calculation with the help of strings also. So here in this program also, if I'll write, because earlier I was not taking these values as, I was not declaring it as integer. Now again, X and Y is a string. So here I can write eval, save, check. Now again, the answer is 566576. Okay, because it is assuming these two values as a string value. Now let's try the same thing, because the eval function will work only in Python shell. So let's do this here. So let's take a number x equals to 65, y equals to 76, and now right here eval x plus y. Sorry, we have to put it in double quotes. Eval x plus y. The answer is 151. Let's do the same thing now here. Instead of writing x plus y directly, we can put it in double quotes. Save it, check it. It is not working because eval function will work only in Python shell directly. Okay, so if you have to use the eval function, you have to use Python shell only. So let's try a few more programs of eval function. What exactly the eval function is doing? It is actually uh, doing the calculations on the basis of string value, not on the basis of integer value. It is automatically converting the string value into numeric value, and then it is performing all the calculations. For example, let's say I am taking x equals to 100. I can write eval double quotes 100 multiply by 2. The answer will be 200. Try one more. Eval. I wanted to calculate the sum of few numbers. Sum function we will use this time. And what are the numbers? Let's say 4, 6, 10, 20. These are the numbers for which I have to calculate the sum. How many brackets I have to close? Two brackets I have to close. Sorry, double quotes is missing. Eval sum bracket start, now double quotes, 4 comma 6 comma 10 comma 20, double quotes close, bracket close 2 times. One is a bracket of sum function and one is a bracket of eval function. Sum will also come in double quotes, okay. And let's copy this statement and do the changes. So double quotes will start here before sum, and it will get closed before the last bracket. Enter. Now the answer is 40. 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 20 is 40. The sum will also come in double quotes. Next is we can try one more. Eval within double quotes, because it is a calculating string, not the integer. So we have to put everything in double quotes, whatever you are writing in eval function. 6 multiply by 2. If you have to calculate the power of something, then you have to use double multiplication sign. So right now it is 12, but if I wanted to calculate the square of a number, for example 6 raised to power 2, if I wanted to calculate, then I will use 2 multiplication sign. Eval 6 multiply 2. It means the power. 6 is the 36. So answer is 36 now. Clear? Similarly, let's say you wanted to calculate 5 multiply 5 multiply 5. 3 times you wanted to multiply 5. So I will write eval 5 multiply power 3, double quotes close, bracket close, enter. So answer is 125. 5 5s are 25. 25 into 5 is 125. Right? Okay. After eval function, next function is length function. Using length function, you can calculate the length of something. For example, in this program, I wanted to calculate the length of the name of the person. Let's remove this first, otherwise the program will be too long. Okay, now here I wanted to calculate the length of the name. So here I can write print. First, you can declare a variable. I am declaring a variable as L. L equals to len. Len is a function. Here uh, you can write the variable where you have stored your value. So the value is stored in name. Now the length is calculated and it is stored in L now. Another variable L. So now we have to print L. So we can write the length print the number of characters in your name are, the number of characters in your name are, comma, L. Save it, check it. Enter your name. Dikshita Narang. Let's count the number of characters first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will also count the spaces. So spaces 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You are from which country? India. The number of characters in your name are 15. Clear? Like this, you can calculate the length of any string. It could be your name, it could be your address, it could be anything, right? Next is after length function. Next is import. What is import? Next is now import function. What is the use of import function? In Python built-in library, there exist many modules which further contain many predefined functions. These modules are available to programmer on a la carte basis and required to be imported into program if needed. So there are so many things, there are so many values which you may require in your program, and you can import those values. For example, if you require a maths function, you wanted to use a maths function, you can use import math. तो उसके आप जब import maths लिखोगे अपने coding के starting में, automatically it will import all the math function in your program so that you can directly use that function. ठीक है, उसकी वैल्यूज नहीं प्रिंट करनी पड़ती, जैसे कि पाई की वैल्यू जो हमें याद नहीं रहती है, तो हमें डायरेक्टली वी कैन राइट प्रिंट maths डॉट पाई. मैथ इज द नेम ऑफ द फंक्शन एंड पाई उसका एक छोटा सा ऑब्जेक्ट है. यू कैन यूज maths डॉट पाई, इट विल द वैल्यू ऑफ maths डॉट पाई विल गेट प्रिंटेड. या अगर आपको पाई की वैल्यू प्रिंट करवानी है तो इधर यू कैन राइट लाइक दिस इम्पोर्ट मैथ, तो उसके मैथ के सारे फंक्शन इम्पोर्ट हो जाएंगे. या अगर सिर्फ पाई को इम्पोर्ट करवाना है तो यू कैन राइट from maths import pi, तो सिर्फ pi import हो जाएगा. Let's try this. Here in the beginning of the program we can write import math, right? And here I can write print. कौन सा फंक्शन हमने प्रिंट करवाना है? पाई. math dot pi. सेव. ये सब डिलीट कर देते हैं एक बार, otherwise the program will be too long. The value of pi will be printed 3.14, right? So similarly, you can import the other mathematical functions also. So that's it. In this chapter, we have to do only this much. Now we will be doing few programs of Python using all the functions which we have learned so far. So using all those functions, we will be creating few programs in Python shell. And this we will do in the next class now. I hope everything is clear till now. You are able to use now the length function, eval function, input function, which is the most important thing. So input function.